Alright guys, I got this lawnmower in today. I started it up and it only runs on choke. So basically what I have to do is I have to clean the carburetor. And that's pretty simple. By the way, the gas is on. It's got a full tank of gas. Just made sure that was correct. I haven't checked the spark plug, but normally that's not the issue because it's running decent on choke. So, alright, once I get the carburetor off, we're gonna clean it on my bench. But first I'll show you how to take it off. Alright guys, step one is to take off the air filter cover. So we're gonna go like this, and then we're just gonna pull it off like that, straight. And we're gonna take off this air filter right here. Put it down on the side. And then what you're gonna need for these 3 bolts is you're gonna need a 10 millimeter socket. Go Sandy. And you're gonna need a 3/8 drive ratchet. Any ratchet works, any socket works, but it has to be 10 millimeter and a 3/8 drive. Or you can use a 1/2 inch if you have a half inch 10 mil socket. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these off. I've already pre-loosened them so it doesn't take too long. And I'm using hand tools so I can show you guys, because not a ton of people have cordless. I mean, I have cordless, I just am not using them because, you know, I want to make content where people will know how to do it with hand tools, but yeah. Alright. Alright, got one bolt off. I like to keep them right in here because that's where I never forget them. And I typically never move the lawnmower around when I'm working on this stuff, so I normally never lose them. So, get that one out. Now we gotta do this one. Alright, now that we got all these bolts removed, we're gonna just remove this cover. There's the little hose right here, just pull it out aside. And there's a hose on the other side. You don't have to pull on it too hard, but it should come off. Let me go get some pliers and I'll take that off, okay? Alright, so I got a pair of pliers. Any pliers works. I'm gonna try to pull this off with the camera. Alright, got it off. Okay, just set these 3 pieces of plastic aside. And here's our carburetor. Our carburetor's basically loose. And all you have to do to pull it off is you gotta turn it. Sorry guys, I can barely do this with one hand. You gotta push these up and get these linkages out. Alright, so now I got the linkages out. So there's a gas line hooked up right here. And you're gonna have to turn your fuel off all the way up. And I'm gonna grab my pliers again so we can take this hose off. Doesn't matter if we break it because I have extra. For you it might be. There's a little clamp over here. You could take that off. And now I'll show you the clamp. It's right there. What we have to do is just squeeze it. Put it off to the side. Now it should come off easier. I'll give you guys a top angle. Alright, we got it off. There's just going to be a little bit of excess gas coming down this hose, but it should stop because the fuel stopper. Alright, so let's pull the carburetor off. And here's our carburetor. Alright, I'm going to take it to the bench and we're going to start cleaning. Alright, so now we have the carburetor on my workbench, which is on my toolbox. So basically what I like to do with these carburetors to get the rest of the gas out is to take this ratchet and put it on that little bolt slash screw, because it has it has some kind of like screw thing. Now I pre-loosened it. Hopefully it'll come off. Nope. So I'll take it off right now. There we go. Just to drain the rest of the gas out, so it's easier to work on. Just try to get as much gas out as you can. And then we need to take out the bowl bolt. They're pretty stubborn. Okay, got it out. Well, I haven't got it out yet, but I'm going to take it out. And then just pull your bowl off. I'm going to grab a screwdriver and just tap it. Okay, so I got the bowl off. There's not much crud down there, maybe a little bit. Okay, so the problem is most likely down in there. That's where the jet is, and the jet is probably clogged up, which is not making our lawnmower run. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this jet out very carefully. I'm going to clean it, and then we're going to put it back in. And then we're going to put the bowl on, and then we're going to put it back on the lawnmower and see if the lawnmower will start up. So I got one of these types of screwdrivers. They're perfect for fitting in little carburetor jets. I used it for my my quad to replace jet. So I'm going to take it out, and then I'm going to show you what it is. I'm going to try to set the camera up where you can see it, but I'm not going to promise I'm going to be able to get it for you guys. But just put it down in here. We twist and twist until it finally comes out. And it is coming out very good. These are made out of brass, so you need to be very careful not to strip the end, because then you'll have to buy a whole new carburetor. Should just fall out once we got it loose. We have it almost fully loose. Sometimes these are stubborn too. You just gotta wiggle them out. Or put them upside down. Alright guys, I finally got these two pieces off. They were a pain in the butt because when this has a double thread in here, So you have to like hold it upside down to get it threaded in again. So it's really annoying, but I finally got it out. And I don't see too much dirt, but I'm still gonna clean it. And what I'm gonna do is with the holes, I have one of these little, I don't know what they're called, but they have these little tips. You can just poke through the holes. So, yeah, let me put the camera on so I can do this. Show you guys. So, just gonna poke it through these holes. You gotta find the right gauge, but this looks like the right gauge of wire. Make sure to do all the holes, except the ones that you go through twice. Just to make sure you don't miss anything. If you miss something, then you're gonna have to take it all apart again. Make sure you do down here. Pull it around if you don't have the right size. And then make sure you brake clean it out. Yep, and there's stuff going through it, so we're all good. Now we're gonna put them back in the carburetor. Actually, no, we're gonna clean the carburetor, the rest of the carb. There's a needle. Just clean the float, because I got it a little bit dirty trying to get that what is it called? The jet out. She sprayed down inside it. And here, spray the outside a little bit, just to make sure nothing gets in. Then you put it back together. Now we're gonna put the needle and float back in. Also make sure the level of the float is correct. That looks almost perfectly straight. Then we're going to have to put the jet back in. Jet goes in this way, like that. And then we put this little top piece on. Make sure you thread it in before you thread it in with your screwdrivers to make sure. There we go. That's going in. Now we turn it with the screwdriver. To get my screwdriver in place, make sure it's in the middle. Just twist it, don't do it too tight, because next time if it needs it again, you have to do it again, so you won't strip it next time. Alright, the bowl. I think I'm gonna face it. Just put it this way. Get your bolt, put it back on. Get your little screw from here, or bolt, put that back on. And then tighten both. Like I said, not too tight for each, just so it won't leak. Alright, we're gonna go put this carburetor back on the lawnmower. So, meet you there. Alright, I have my linkage set up and everything is put back on. Just reverse the steps that I gave you in the start. I'm gonna make these tight. Make sure you hook your gas line up. Make sure you put your gas on. And then I'm going to tighten these up a little more. Okay. Now what you need to do is put your air filter in the box. Just go straight like I did before, and then click it in right here, and then we're gonna go try to start it. So I'm gonna bring it outside and then I'll come back with you guys. Alright guys, so I haven't even started this mower yet, and I'm gonna put it full choke. I'm gonna show you that it's not hot, not even hot at all. I haven't started it once, and let's see if it'll start right up. Like I said, it wasn't running like this before. Well, now we gotta take it back to the customer. Alright guys, if you like this